Live on YouTube and Google+, it's Pageant Live. This is the place for glamour and style. Get great pageant tips you won't find anywhere else. Find out what you need to know before your next pageant. Post your questions and comments for our panel during the show. Learn great ideas about all aspects of pageantry. Here we go. Pageant Live starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Pageant Live. I'm Stephanie McGrain, and tonight I'm joined by two representatives of the Triumph Over Tragedy system. Let's meet these amazing ladies now. Hello, Eva.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you?
Oh, I am doing well. So happy you're joining us tonight. Now, Eva, tell us, what is your title?
My title is Ms. Triumph Over Tragedy, and I'm a lifetime queen.
Well, wonderful. Great to have you with us.
Thanks.
And Carissa, let's meet you next.
Hi, I'm Krista Harris, and I am Mrs. Triumph Over Tragedy 2013.
Well, welcome, ladies. So excited to learn more about your stories and about your system. So can you start by giving us an overview of the Triumph Over Tragedy system? Tell us what it's about.
Okay, Krista, do you want to take that, or?
Why don't you go ahead and take it, because you're the one you started.
All right. I learned about the system through Tanya Denise Allen, who is the founder of the program. And Triumph Over Tragedy focuses on really empowering women and teenagers into understanding that no matter what your circumstances or where you come from, that everyone in this lifetime has an opportunity to really make the best of where they came from and to really triumph over tragedy. And what that means is we support a major platform that has to do with child sexual abuse, and the reason that is the platform is because the founder actually, that was her life experience and that she had to deal with that and has overcome that. So our major platform starts off with that. But for the women that are encouraged to be part of this program and that have actually been through the program so far, they come from multiple types of backgrounds, and it could have been them actually being abused as a child or even as an adult. It could be domestic violence, or it could be really any other form of tragedy that they may have experienced that they have overcome. And the other point there is that there's a lot of women that know people also that have experienced tragedy that have also affected them. So the idea here is that it's usually not just one person that's affected by a tragedy, no matter what it is. It's usually a system of people. And so we're inviting and encouraging those people to come forward and have a platform, a support system, and then this community of individuals that will help to support them and uplift them into the community so that we can actually represent and have a voice for others that don't currently have a voice. So that's kind of in a nutshell.
Well, that sounds like an incredible system. And like you said, very uplifting, very supportive. And now, do you have a community service portion of your pageant? Are you very community service based?
Yes, we, the director, highly encourage all the queens and all the delegates to do community service throughout their reign, and also as part of the judging criteria, community service hours and what you do volunteering through the community is part of, it's included in part of the judging criteria.
Well, wonderful. And you ladies are so giving of your time in making a difference in the lives of others. But why did you choose to enter this particular system?
Myself personally, I had, like I had mentioned, learned about the program from Tanya, and she actually invited me to come in as an inaugural queen. And being an inaugural queen is a little bit different than just going through the competition. Part of it is I was already coming in as a representative to the community based on other work that I was doing from a community service perspective. And so having this as a platform and an organization to be part of was really almost like the icing on the cake for me, because I had always imagined having a bigger voice in the community based on what I was able to do and to be able to reach out further to help people. And what I've learned so far as being part of this and just coming into it is that this actually provides such a much greater reach than I ever imagined by coming into the system. So for me, it's really been kind of just like that cherry on top to help me do even more for the community based on being part of this organization. So that's the main reason why.
So do you feel like your crown is really giving you more of a say? It's helping you make more of a difference?
The crown is one thing, but it's really the story about the platform for me. So everybody loves the crown, and yes, that attracts people right away, but it's the story and the platform and what we're representing by giving that voice to the actual tragedy that people have experienced in many cases.
Wow, well, great. And Carissa, what about you? Why did you choose to enter this system?
I was also invited to compete because I've known Tanya for a few years, and she's known my personal story of triumph over tragedy, and she really felt that this would be the pageant system to be a platform for my personal story to share with others, and so she felt that this would be a good platform for me to share my story and get out there and inspire others, you know, that you can triumph over any tragedy in your life.
Absolutely. Do you feel that it really helps you ladies in your situations and the things that you've gone through, the challenges? Do you feel like these titles are helping you to grow, to heal, to move forward?
Absolutely. I 100%. Coming into this, not very many people knew about like my particular situation, and mine is not necessarily abuse from the standard perception of like sexual abuse or, you know, being beaten. It was actually domestic violence through intimidation and fear, which is you know, that is abuse. It's just a different form of it, and
right.
And so for me to be able to actually speak about it and share that story, it's, you know, it was a challenge at first to know that I could actually speak about it, but that's really what happens is people lose their voice when they go through these type of situations. So, and I'm a talker anyway, so I can talk about anything, but this was the one thing that I didn't talk about, that I hadn't talked to anybody about. So it really has helped to kind of open the doors and widen that so that other people know they can actually speak about it as well.
Absolutely. And Krista, how do you feel about that?
I think for me, I had with because I've experienced, you know, physical abuse, childhood abuse, sexual abuse, and domestic violence, and I'm at a point in my life where I have gone through the therapy, I've gone through the tears, I've gone through the healing, and I'm to the point in my life now, you know, I'm past all of that. I've accepted all that. I've gone through the forgiveness of the people who have hurt me. You know, now it's to the point, you know, I'm over that, and I want to get out there and I want to share my story. I want to inspire other people. You know, you can get past everything. You can heal. You can move on. So that's kind of the point where I'm at and why I wanted to do this.
Well, and I know you ladies are inspiring others and helping others, making a difference. I think it's fabulous that you're coming on in the month of October for the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I know that you ladies are very busy. So tell us about some of the types of events that you've been attending and what you've been doing in the community.
Well, I work with a group that's called My Life. So I'm a regular volunteer with them, and they know that I'm part of the pageant, and so they're happy to have me like be part of that. This group actually works with kids that are 13 to 23 years old. Every single kid that's in this program has been abused, but they are amazing in their work in what they do to try and be better, to learn, to teach others, and to actually support the kids that are also in the program, because they've realized that they have to go on And so the awesome thing for me is that being part of that program, I'm a regular contributor to that because I participate and I'm part of their, I'm now actually one of their coordinating members, which that just came about as me being part of the program. But I spend a lot of time with them. And then there's a few other programs that I work with, but I utilize both of what we're doing with Triumph Over Tragedy in my life as my major platforms. So.
Well, good for you. And Carissa, what about you?
I've been doing events. I volunteered for Phoenix Children's Hospital for the past, I believe, 9 years now. So I do their events as they come up. I do other events as they're posted through our Facebook website, the Triumph Over Tragedy Queens. The most recent volunteer event I did was in honor of October Domestic Violence, which was the Woman in the Mirror show, fashion show, and domestic violence awareness event, which all the women who walked in the show were survivors of domestic violence or abuse. I've done that. Volunteered for Phoenix Children's Hospital, raised money for them, done galas. This Thursday I'm doing a Arizona Unity Cop-a-thon where they raise money at a diner. It's called Tip a Cop. And there's just a whole number of other little volunteer events that I try to volunteer at.
Wow, you ladies are so busy making a difference, but what else do you plan to accomplish before your year is up?
Well, I think one thing that I have to say is since I am a lifetime queen, that
and your work will keep going.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going, and I'm pretty sure that Carissa is going to keep going as well because she's amazing with all the different groups that she works with and everything. I think there's one other group that we have association with. It's called Child Help. And so Child Help is another organization that I think we're really working hard to keep that association with because they're the front lines. They're one of the organizations that actually receives the kids that once they've been picked up from areas of abuse or removed from homes, they go into that system. And so we're really looking to try and develop partnerships with other organizations that are dealing with this particular platform or in support of. So not only the kids that are dealing with this, but also the adults. We're looking at both sides of it, so coming into it and coming out of it, and what the aftermath is that you have to deal with. So those are some of the areas that we're focusing on, which is the education and the aftercare support for people that have gone through and been abused.
Well, that's wonderful. And Krista, is there anything else that you plan to do, at least during your reign?
Keep on volunteering, raising awareness. I want to start trying to raise more awareness to Arizona's foster kids because that's what's near and dear to my heart since I was a foster kid, and I just don't think there's enough light shed on the foster kids here in Arizona and their situation. So I want to do that, and then I just want, the next incoming group of delegates to know, whatever their tragedy is, whatever they're going through in their life, that you can triumph over it. You can, whether you're crowned or not next year, take it, run with it, volunteer, get out there, share your story, and you too can inspire someone.
Well, now what are the areas of competition that the contestants must compete in to win these titles?
The first is a private interview with the judges. And then you have personality wear, and then on-stage interview, and then evening gown.
Do you know how much each one is weighted or how much it's worth?
No.
And can you tell us where and when will the next pageant be?
Yes, it'll be July 25th through 26th, and it's tentatively scheduled for Chandler Center for the Arts.
And what type of ladies are perfect for this system?
Anyone.
Yes, really anyone that I would say has a desire to make a difference.
So ladies, you hear that? Anyone who wants to make a difference. And how can they find out more information? Do you have a website or a Facebook page? Where can our viewers go to?
The best place to find out current information and what's happening as far as events is the Facebook page, which is Triumph Over Tragedy USA Pageant. And then we also do have a website, but you can get to that from the Facebook page. So we always highly recommend you going there because that's where we have a lot of activity. We have our photos posted up there, and you'll have all the current information and contact details for the pageant itself. And then I did want to also mention we have a younger group that we deal with, which is our Triumph Over Tragedy Princesses. And we have actually an event coming to crown our official reigning princesses that have been put in place this fall. That's actually happening on November 9th at Salon on Point in Scottsdale, Arizona. And next year's princess competition is actually going to be in December. I think it's a December time frame of 2014. Tentatively, we'll look to have it at the Chandler Center for the Arts as well, but we don't have the actual set date yet, so we're working on that for next year as well.
Oh, wonderful. And were pictures just posted? I thought I saw some pictures in with Triumph Over Tragedy, the princess, the little girls. Yeah, I thought I saw them. They were so cute.
Yes, so there's 4 of them that are currently reigning right now, and November 9th is actually a very important day in that we've been working very hard to position Triumph Over Tragedy and the support and creating the community awareness for that, but we've also submitted to the state actually to take it up to where we could hopefully make that an official day to be recognized for Triumph Over Tragedy. So we're hoping that comes through. Regardless of that, we're still going to be celebrating our princesses on that day. So that's going to be it's a red carpet gala event. So we will have people that are sponsoring, that are there. We'll have paparazzi. So the princesses are going to have the royal treatment.
Oh, so exciting.
Yes, it is very exciting.
And I bet they're going to love it. Love every minute of it.
Yes. Yeah, and I did also want to mention one of the major supporters that we have on board is Style Image Studios. She's actually one of the pageant moms for the princesses. So the awesome thing with our program is that not only do the participants get to participate, but actually the whole family can be part of this and really participate. And Krista, you can even speak to that, right? Your family has done an enormous amount for the pageant, right?
Yes, my husband was the set designer and the technical director for the pageant, and even my son even got to do a little bit of help do the lighting on the ladies during the pageant. So he even helped with their luggage during the pageant.
Yes, he was amazing. We want him to come back next year.
And I do believe he will be escorting the princesses out.
Oh,
so
that's so amazing.
Oh, I bet he's excited for that. That's wonderful. and pageantry really is a family affair, and that's fabulous. You know, that the whole family can get involved and really be a part of it.
Tanya is an amazing director, and she likes including every member of the family in this pageant system.
She is amazing, and you ladies are amazing too.
Thank you so much. And that was one other thing I wanted to add too, is when we went through the pageant in July, and that was my first pageant, so I had not gone through the experience before, but even being an inaugural queen, we went through, the ceremony and the opening performance. It was so amazing to get the support from the audience and to really, you have no idea until you're on stage and then people are actually cheering for you, what that feels like to know that they're there supporting you in this effort of really bringing this, platform to light. So to me, that was an experience just all by itself, having that. So
absolutely, yes. Wonderful, incredible experience. And you're right, and until anyone has experienced it, I don't think they truly know what it's about. Well, ladies, I want to say thank you. And before we leave for this evening, I'm going to give you a few moments to wrap up and share with us whatever's near and dear to your heart, how we can follow you, how the viewers can contact you. So, Eva, let's start with you.
Okay, well, my full name is Ava Lewis, and I have my own Triumph Over Tragedy page, but I have to be honest, I don't even know what the number is on it, other than everybody knows me as Ava Lewis, and I'm involved with a lot of different things. So I'm very active on Facebook, and if you really want to find out what's going on, follow me. And then I have a couple of other organizations. Again, My Life is another group that I work with, so you can find them at My Life Youth on Facebook as well, and those will be the two places you can really see what I'm doing, and then, of course, Triumph Over Tragedy. So.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Krista, what about you?
Yes, I have Facebook page that you could follow as well. It's Mrs. Triumph Over Tragedy USA 2013. I keep that updated fairly regularly. And I also have a website that tells my personal story, and it's Krista. It's Karista, my first name, Krista.webstarts.com, and you can go there and read my personal story of my personal triumph over tragedy. But otherwise, just follow. You can follow me on Facebook, and I post pictures and videos and everything that's going on, and you can see what I'm doing in the community and see, you know, what you could possibly be doing next year.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. You are fabulous. You are making a difference. So incredibly inspirational. I want to say thank you to the viewers for joining us. Be sure to visit us at PageantLIVE.com. Click on our sponsor links, Plexus Worldwide and Mediate the Crown. Also, Ask the Crown is holding a special contest. We're giving away 3 pairs of tippy-top shoes from Chinese Laundry. So send me your reason why you want to win a pair of tippy-top shoes, or send me a picture of you in your favorite Chinese Laundry shoes. And Miss USA and Miss Teen USA will be joining me mid-November on Ask the Crown, reading your responses, checking out your pictures, and choosing the new winners. So send your reasons why and your photos to askthecrown@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us, and until next Tuesday evening when the United States Queens will be joining us, everyone be sure to shine bright like a diamond. And thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you, Stephanie,
Thanks
for having
us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.